Now let us see some numericals on wave nature of matter, that is purely basing upon de Broglie wavelength. So as per NCERT textbook, it is our 12th problem in the 11th chapter, 11.12, that is calculate the momentum and de Broglie wavelength of electrons which are accelerated through a potential difference of 56 volts. Okay, so here these are the answers. So let us see how we can solve these two questions. So we have here been given with the informations of potential difference. So if capital V value is 56 volts and if it is an electron, how can I get the momentum for the electron if it is certain to move under this much of potential difference? Means immediately we can go for remembering the formula, recollecting the formula. Momentum is given with the formula square root of 2mke. Of course, if it is a charged particle, its kinetic energy can be replaced by qv. As it is an electron, it is better to write ev. Enough. This is what the formula. So replacement of the values gives the answer, that's it. Mass is for the electron 9.1 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. Charge is 1.6 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Volt value, potential difference is given as 56. So if you do these calculations with your calculator, the value of linear momentum possessed by the moving electron in this potential difference is given as this answer, that is 4.04 into 10 to the power of minus 24 kg meter second inverse, right? And here, as our second question is about de Broglie wavelength, so this is for first question A. So for solving second question B, as we want the de Broglie wavelength, the lambda formula is what? H by P. So P value, momentum value, what you got now here is 4.04 10 to the power of minus 24. So as H value is direct value 6.63 10 to the power of minus 34 by this value 4.04 by into 10 to the power of minus 24, and if you do these calculations and if you arrange the value in nanometers, the ratio, the complete this ratio will be equivalent to, as I have given the answer, 0.164 nanometers, right? So these calculations you do personally with your calculator, you will be getting exactly these answers. So this is how you can solve the first question on wave nature of matter by means of this formula square root of 2me into capital V for representing linear momentum of the electron, as well as lambda equal to h by p for getting the wavelength of the moving electron. Let us see the next question, 13th question. Here also we want momentum, speed and wavelength, de Broglie wavelength of the electron which is having this much of kinetic energy of 120 electron volt. Okay, in earlier problem they have given the potential difference. Now in this problem they have given the kinetic energy directly by themselves from their end as 120 electron volt. So obviously for getting the first question answer, momentum purpose, we know the formula square root of 2m kinetic energy, right? So if they have mentioned the potential difference value, I would have gone for E into V in the place of Ke, but they have given the kinetic energy there itself as 120 electron volt. So 2 into mass of the electron 9.1 10 to the power of minus 31, and kinetic energy they have mentioned as 120 electron volt. So 120 electron volt in joules means 1.6 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. So if you do this calculations and after the multiplication square root of that value, we will give the answer 5.91 10 to the power of minus 24 kg meter per second. Okay, and thereafter for B, what is it? Speed. So we know the speed is momentum we know, we want speed, V value we require. So we go for saying what? P equal to mv, because linear momentum equal to mass into velocity. We want speed, right? V equal to what? P by m. So P value what we know? 5.91 10 to the power of minus 24. The earlier value. By mass of electron we know 9.1 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. If you do this calculations, the value of V will be certainly 6.50 into 10 to the power of 6 meter per second. And if you go for question C, it is again about de Broglie wavelength. Come on, lambda is what? H by P. So H is 6.6 10 to the power of minus 34, and P value, linear momentum, we got already as 5.91 10 to the power of minus 24. And this calculations obviously gives the answer 0.112 nanometer. Okay, I have given the idea which formula has to be used, and the thing later is what? Just substitution. That's it. Substitutions and doing proper calculations, and finally the answer will be in nanometers. In nanometers, 0.112 nanometers. Okay, if it is in angstrom, the value will just get changes by 1 decimal point. This is how you can do the 13th problem with the basic formula. 14th question. Here, the wavelength of light from the spectral emission of sodium is 589 nanometer. So, this much of wavelength of light is getting from one source, and if you want to get the same wavelength for electron and neutron, how much of kinetic energy should be there to get same de Broglie wavelength of this light? That is basic question. He wants to make a question for us that by considering one light came from one source having so and so wavelength 589 nanometer, if you want to get same wavelength for the moving particles like electron and neutron, what kinetic energy should they possess? Obviously, of course, these are the answers in electron volts. So we need to go for basic formula relating lambda for kinetic energy. We know de Broglie wavelength lambda is given by h by square root of 2m kinetic energy Ke. So basically I want to know Ke value. No, so basically go with squaring on both sides. So lambda square is equal to h square by 2m into kinetic energy. So what we will be getting here is kinetic energy is equal to h square by 2m lambda square. Okay, so this is a basic formula which you obtained now. So I want to go for simply substitution of mass of the particle electron as well as mass of the particle neutron for two times. Like case A is for electron. So kinetic energy what it should possess is what? H square means 6.63 10 to the power of minus 34 whole square. It is SI value, SI unit value. So 2 into mass of electron. So 9.1 10 to the power of minus 31 kg, and lambda value is what? 589 10 to the power of nano means 10 to the power of minus 9 whole square. And the value after calculations will be getting in joules. These and all calculations will give us the answer in joules. As the given answer are in electron volt, converted into electron volt. So converting joule to electron volt means what we need to do? For obtained answer, we need to divide the obtained answer with the charge of electron 1.6 10 to the power of minus 19, and that final answer will be in electron volts. So that will be around 4.34 mu electron volts, means micro electron volts, means this value is 10 to the power of minus 6. This is how you can get the answer for question A. Similarly, same format, just the values get changes. This is the obtained formula. For neutron, H value, of course, same value. Go for making square by 2. Mass of the neutron is 1.67 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. And lambda value is 589 10 to the power of minus 9 whole square. And if you do this value, as like here, you will be getting answer in joules, converted into electron volt, and the obvious answer will be here as like I've already given the answers now. 2.36 nano electron volt. Meaning here it will be 10 to the power of minus 9 electron volt. This is how you can solve the problem of getting the same value of wavelength for the electron and neutron if they possess this much of kinetic energies. See the next question, 15th question, that is, what is the de Broglie wavelength of 3 cases they have given of a bullet having so and so mass moving with so and so speed, of a ball of mass 0.06 kg moving with 1 meter per second. Third one is of a dust particle having this much of mass having the speed 2.2 meter per second. And these are the answers. So it's a very pretty easy question. Like a solution you can give with one simple formula. De Broglie wavelength lambda is given by h by mv. It's a very fundamental formula. For the purpose of case A, as we know that it is for a bullet, so lambda bullet can be given as h by, h means 6.63 10 to the power of minus 34 by mass of the bullet given as 0.04 kg, and velocity, it is in kilometer per second. Kilo means what? 1000. So 1000 if I write enough, because the V value is 1000 meter per second, that is what kilometer per second means 1000 meter per second enough, and if you do the calculations you will be getting the answer, as I have mentioned already, it is 1.7 10 to the power of minus 35 meter. If you do the calculation, this will be the answer. And similar attempts we need to go for giving the answer for B and C. See, if it is for a ball h by mv, again 6.63 10 to the power of minus 34 by m, mass of the ball is 0.06 and velocity of the ball is directly simply they have mentioned as 1 meter per second. So the answer will be, after these calculations, as I mentioned here, it will be exactly 1.1 10 to the power of minus 32 meters. Similarly, if you go for a lambda of a dust particle, and it will be h by mv, m is given as 10 to the power of 1 in 10 to the power of minus 9 means 10 to the power of minus 9 kg, and speed is 2.2 meter per second, and hence if you do the calculations, the value will be, final value will be 3 into 10 to the power of minus 25 meters. So these are the three answers for the respective three questions A, B, C. See the next question, 17th question, which has two more questions within fitted in the 17th question, like question A and question B. It is about, for what kinetic energy of a neutron will the associated de Broglie wavelength will be 1.4 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. So let me go with first one, question A. To solve the question A, so it is about kinetic energy. We need to find, lambda is mentioned from their end. Okay, we know that lambda is equal to h by square root of 2m into kinetic energy. So square on both sides, h square by 2m into kinetic energy. So you will be getting kinetic energy as h square by 2m lambda square. Okay, taking here to here and bringing the lambda square to denominator. Yeah, we got this expression now. So we need to go for substitutions. Kinetic energy equal to 6.63 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second whole square by 2. It's about neutron, right? Neutron mass is 1.67 10 to the power of minus 27 kg, and lambda is given as wavelength, de Broglie wavelength, 1.4 10 to the power of minus 10. So as it is square, we go for making a square and do proper calculations of this ratio, and you will be getting the answer in joules. Kinetic energy will be obviously in joules because all the values are substituted in SI units. So this joule, after getting the joule, again converted into electron volt, because the final answer in electron volt, the final answer will be, after converting to electron volt, it will be something around 4.17 10 to the power of minus 2 electron volts. This is how you can solve the question A. And coming to the question B, read here. Also find the de Broglie wavelength of a neutron in thermal equilibrium with matter having an average kinetic energy of 3 by 2 times Boltzmann constant at 300 Kelvin. See, here we need to focus a little bit more about the question B here. See, actually neutron is a part of a matter. When a matter is in a room, usually there will be thermal equilibrium with room temperature with the matter. Even he said what, inside the matter in subatomic domain area, neutron also assumed to be have the same thermal temperature of room, that is 300 Kelvin. Assuming that neutron kinetic energy is equivalent to 3 by 2 times that of the Boltzmann constant, right? And he is asking us to calculate the de Broglie wavelength. So we can go for here the question B answer like here, as we know that lambda is equal to h by square root of 2m kinetic energy. We know here, as per this data, kinetic energy we need to go with writing as 3 by 2 kBT. Remember, this is very important. Even you can make it as a standard information. So once, if in a given room temperature of capital T Kelvin, if any gas molecules are having some kinetic energy, then the value of the kinetic energy of those gas molecules can be written as 3 by 2 kBT. Replace this Ke value here in the basic formula, then you will be getting lambda as h by square root of 2 m, Ke value is 3 by 2 Kb into capital T. 2 to get cancelled, and you will be getting one more form like a root over 3 m Kb T, where K sub x capital B is for Boltzmann constant, whose value is 1.38 10 to the power of minus 23. Okay, and here let me go with substitutions then. 6.63 10 to the power of minus 34 is the substitution of numerator, because it is capital H, Planck's constant small h value. Square root of 3 mass of the neutron 1.67 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. Kb value is what? 1.38 10 to the power of minus 23 into room temperature value is mentioned as 300 Kelvin. Okay, even in case if they have not mentioned the Boltzmann constant, there is a need of remembrance of this value. So you need to remember this. And one more thing, if the temperature in degree Celsius converted into Kelvin, after converting into Kelvin itself, we go for substitution of the temperature value. And after these substitutions, and after doing proper calculations, the value of final result, which I have already mentioned as in nanometers, it will be around 0.145 nanometers. This is how you can solve the problem, 17th problem, both question A and question B, which I have explained like this. Even two more problems will be there in the textbook, 18th problem, 19th problem, and easily you can solve the problems, further two more problems with the help of your earlier discussion. This is what the numerical discussion on wave nature of matter.